How the 33-year-old crypto scam. Oh my God, what is this? Is this Adin's thingy? Okay. So, what is this? All right. So let me go down this little path real quick. So Adin Ross, we all know him. Shout out to everybody on Kick who's watching. And Banks. Banks is the owner of FaZe, but also he was a leader from this original iteration. I've met both guys. Both guys are cool guys. I really have no horse in the race. I'm just kind of reading what I'm reading. I'll try to give some light opinion, but I don't think either guy is bad people. So this story here, chat, is about like is crypto scams going bad. By the way, let me be honest with you. There's so many different ways to get quick money really quickly, right? I feel like that was almost didn't make too much sense, but you get what I mean. Like someone just, one of these main, were they doing NFTs? No. They were doing these meme coins. One of the main, I won't even say his name, but he DMs me 2 days ago. He's like, Ak, we have this, I didn't even going to say it. We have this blah, 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 blah. We have $250,000 for you. All we need is a tweet. What? $250,000? Now, I kind of look into it a little bit. I look into the person and I see what they've been associated with. Like, it's like these pump and dumps. And, these are the same guys who even went at Kanye. Like, there's a really shady underworld that takes advantage of people's followers in the sense of, we're going to just announce a coin or whatever. And then when everybody buys into it, the people at the top, they just cash out. I think that's the basis of what the story is going to be. So they said how a 33-year-old crypto scammer Banks exploited his friendship with Adin Ross solely
that
for
wasn't even really it, though. Like, this was all, like, this wasn't some, guy in a black suit, like, hey, we'll give you all this money, you just got to promote it. Because I actually don't think Banks got paid for this promotion other than his coin going up, right? He bought a ton of the coin and he was invested in it. When you're invested in something, you want it to go up. That's what I was saying yesterday. You don't just buy a token to never sell it, right? The only reason he didn't sell it was because he was already in hot water when it started to go down. If that shit went to $400 billion like he was saying it was going to, and he did say that, he obviously was going to sell. He's going to take some profit. I don't think Banks got paid to promote it. I don't think this is that scummy of like a deal. I just think it's more like Banks was so heavily invested. He was so deep in. He put in so much money. He top blasted so many times, and it kept going up that he almost got like this God complex. He was like, "Wow, I invested in this, and it just keeps going up. Like, how could I lose? Let me get my boys in on this so it keeps going up even more and so they make money." So I think at the base level, Banks was in it for a good reason. But when you really get down into it, down to like the nitty gritty of things, right? Banks, when you're in crypto, even I saw that it was coming, and I'm not really that deep into crypto, but I was definitely looking into it, right? When you're that deep into crypto, you gotta know, talking about MLG on a stream with 60, 70,000 people watching on Kick with Adin Ross, and mind you, all the people on Kick, they have money. They are gamblers. Even if it's not all 70,000 people, there's a lot of people in there that have crypto because they're on Stake, they're on Rainbet, they're on all these things. So when you look at it like that, you have to know that some of these other people, like, you're not bringing it on stream just to tell Adin Ross to buy it, or you would just tell Adin Ross to buy it. You know what I mean? You would go on stream to tell Adin Ross to buy it and try to get those other, like, you know what you're doing when you do something like that, right? That doesn't just happen. You don't just get those people, you don't just get Adin Ross to buy, but you have to do it on a stream with 70,000 people. Let's make content out of it. No, dude. You know what's going to happen when 70,000 people watch you promo this coin.
Financial gain, and also how he's starting to do it with others. They said it started with Adin Ross and Banks announcing a crypto stream. Now, chat, I'm going to tell you, I I don't know if the Justice Department at some point are gonna look into some of these things because they might not be, whether it's securities or whatever. But
Bro, I don't know the exact details of the law, but like Trump said, Trump did something with crypto to where it's like it's not even really that bad. Like you can do this and not get in any trouble. If you did this with the stock, if you pumped a stock and you went on all these streams and you went on all these TV shows and you posted on your Instagram with millions of viewers and you're like, buy this stock, buy this stock, buy this stock. And then the stock dips completely, but you made money or your money went up at some point, right? You're going to get in trouble for that. I don't even know what MLG is at. I don't even Radium. Maybe that's where I look. I forget where I look. I don't know MLG token. I don't know where I would look. Here it is. CoinGecko. So it's still at a $12 million market cap. And Banks is talking about how he got in at at 3 million, right? So he would have had to get in, down. I think that'd be down here. I think this is 3 million, 0.002. Just based off how pump fund coins work. It got to a point where that token was worth 16 cents a token. He was up so much money. But they're not going to do anything about that. But look at this fall off, bro. Even after the fall off, even after everything is said and done, Banks is still up 5x on his initial investment. Now, I don't know what he put in after the fact. I don't know where he put in money, when he bought more, stuff like that. But regardless, he was up money. I hope he wasn't putting in more at the top than he was down here, but maybe he was. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like you got to look at it and be like, damn. You know what I mean? And then Banks, I think he sold here and then they pumped it just out of spite of him and went up crazy market cap. But even at its low, dude, even when it was at 7,000, he's still up over 2.5x, right? Or 3x or something like that. So, Banks isn't innocent in all this, but
there's been so many pump and dumps, and I hope if you guys are smart or you're into crypto, just don't even be involved with this type of stuff. Like it's really, if you're not like in the inner circle, you're gonna lose money. So but there's a whole wave for it. There was a whole wave for it. It says started when Adin Ross and Banks announced a crypto stream, where Banks and his group of friends called the LA Vape Cabal were supposed to help Adin with his crypto portfolio, but instead they promoted their own shitcoin called MLG. As Adin and his community invested, allegedly the LA Vape Cabal uses them as exit liquidity, which means while Adin's people were buying in, they start selling and they cashed out, right? So they said this was Adin Ross' plan to team up with Banks to make money using this coin. Let's see. So Banks says everybody shilling Adin Ross bags right now, trying to get a little piece of him. Fall back, retards. I'm on FaceTime with him right now. We're onboarding the right way to this shit. Keep your little greasy fingers off of him. He's
perfect, bro. Like this is a perfect screenshot. This explains it, bro. We're onboarding him the right way. The right way. He admits to him telling Adin Ross about this, about onboarding him the right way. You know what I mean? Champion, I think I might go back in the VOD because this might be a fire react video. I might just go back in the VOD. But doing it the right way is not telling him to buy a low market cap token. Even if the token was already at 100 million. In the greater scheme of things, that is a low market cap token, dude. Like, you have to look at it like the token, unless it's worth billions, it's worth nothing. Unless it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Base, all those real tokens, all those real backed tokens, all those tokens that you know they're not going to go to zero tomorrow. Like, you have to know that is going to create. Like, Adin Ross was scared. I remember watching the stream. Adin Ross was scared that he was going to pump Ethereum. Ethereum's not pumping based off an Adin Ross buy. MLG is pumping based off an Adin Ross buy. You know what I mean? They're two very, very, very different things. Right? So, Banks saying that he's onboarding him the right way, it's misleading to say the least.
Making no moves in this market without consulting me and his team first. Consider me his manager for everything crypto related. Adin says, it's always been this way. I don't make a move without my brother, Ricky Banks. I haven't done shit yet. Thread guy and Ricky gonna help me make the best decisions to make sure everyone eats. And I'm here to take the people out of the trenches. By the way, also, I've been approached to make a chat nigga coin. And for me, I think, you guys have been so protective of me that if I finesse y'all like that, I think y'all would just be like, fuck this guy, right? So I'm like, bro, obviously you can make a lot of money, but the idea of having trust with your audience is worth so much more.
But I don't think Banks was approached to make MLG. I think ACK thinks that MLG was Banks's coin. It wasn't. It wasn't Banks's coin. MLG was a coin that Banks found. He liked the idea of it, which is great, right? But then he just started shilling it like it was his coin. He was shilling it on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, right? Where he has millions of followers across everything. Obviously, people are going to buy into, people look up to Banks. And it's not just Adin Ross who looks up to Banks. It's normal everyday people, right? So it's at the end of the day, even if it wasn't his token, even if he didn't sell, you have to somewhat know what you're doing when you shill a token to literally millions of people. And at the very least, hundreds of thousands of people, if you're looking at just Twitter and the Adin Ross streams and getting Adin Ross to tweet about it. You know what I mean? It's just it's I don't know. It's shady, to say the least. I'm not going to call it a scam, but it's definitely shady.
Right? Because you just think somebody's shady and shitty, right? Okay, it says, obviously Adin's hurt by this and begins to expose their group by saying they have allegedly hurt a lot of innocent people. However, Adin doesn't seem to connect the dots to his brother Banks yet. Let me see.
Yes, Rasmer, I sold Ethereum at the bottom because you and your schemy little friends wanted to dump on stream with me. And I bought a $25 million house, something you'll never accomplish. You should pay your taxes with all the ETH that you don't claim. I'm friends with Trump, so when I go to the White House, I'll just put your whole group that you guys don't pay your taxes and stuff like that. So I paid taxes on all my crypto. So yeah, I couldn't get approved for a loan if I didn't pay my taxes. So I pay my taxes, and I bought a $25 million house. So yeah, you and your friend group fucked up a lot of people's shit. So it is what it is. But yeah, and yeah, I'm a snitch. I don't give a fuck. Okay.
So fast forward to just recently where a screenshot of Banks is leaked, blaming Adin Ross for the downfall of MLG, rather than taking accountability that it was allegedly a rug pull. So I guess Banks sends this message or co-signs this message, I don't know. Says Adin Ross fucked this up. This community dumped on him buying, used him as exit liquidity.
And I don't want to go too far deep into literally this screenshot that has been talked about so many times, but this entire 2/3 of the message contradicts every single thing he said in the first two sentences. Do you happen to know if I can go to someone else's Twitch chat and /user myself? I don't know for sure. I think there's a website that you can do it on, though. I remember Lacey doing it when Adin got unbanned. But anyways, Adin Ross fucked this up. The community dumped on him buying, used him as liquidity, right? That's obviously not his fault. You think Adin Ross invested $50,000 into MLGs just so these people could sell the coin and so it would go down? No, Adin Ross wasn't thinking about that. I don't have the website. Oris. I just remember Lacey using it. I've never used it myself. And obvious, his ego didn't get hurt. His pocket got hurt. He lost 50 bands, dude. Lacey lost 50 bands. He tweeted about it. All these people lost so much money. It's not just you, Banks. It's not just these guys in this group chat who lost $400, $500. It's the people that he got to invest real market moving money into it. $50,000 on a $20 million market cap coin, and I think it was less than that, is real money. That is market moving money. And it's not just the money that moves it, it's his name that moves it. It's the fact that he's streaming to 70,000 people. All of which, or not all of them, but most of which stream on or stay on Kick, which is literally made by Stake, a crypto casino. Those people have crypto.
His ego got hurt, blamed Frank. Him and Frank got into it privately. Adin despises Frank, spins and drives a narrative about Frank selling. Somehow this falls on me. And threads to farm the whole situation spin into me selling and dumping coins. When I ran the thing up from 3 million to 200, what the fuck? That's a lot of money. 3 million to 200 million organically. Top blasted multiple times, invested a fuck ton of money, and never ever sold. The only bad actor in this entire thing is Adin, point blank. Period.
Whatever that thing that got.
You have to think about this too. Let's say Banks put in at a minimum 10,000. We know it's more. 200 divided by 3. He made, if you put in $10,000, he made at a minimum $666,000. At a minimum. We know he put in more. You think Banks is shilling this to all of his audience for 10 grand? No. No, he's not.
Okay. Say it doesn't stop here. Banks has also used his newly recruited FaZe members to promote his new trading platform.
Whatever that thing that got dropped.
This is the clip I was talking about here. Ron didn't even know that he was promoting a literal crypto thing.
Or whatever. Me and Lacey recorded that a year ago. I don't know why they did that now. Yeah, it's not a meme coin, by the way. It's literally just a trading thing. It has nothing to do with coins. I would never fucking promote a coin unless it was my own coin, where then I would scam you guys. I would never intentionally scam you guys without being a part of it. Like, I would tell you guys, yeah, I'm gonna scam you. I'm just keeping it real. The platform itself benefits from meme coin rug pull trend. I don't know anything to do with it. I was told to dress up as fucking Ta from the subathon and I get paid, and that's what happened. No one told me what it was. What do you want me to do? You want me to sue? I don't got time to sue anyone, bro. That's what happened. You guys are calling me a scammer. It's nothing new. I didn't benefit $1 off this. Don't invest into it. Don't use the platform. I don't give a flying fuck.
Interesting. I really don't know what the thing is. Let's see what.
Why am I down money?
Because people are using you to sell. People are using your buy as like a spot to sell.
I'm down 12 grand.
It's okay.
It'll go up.
People have been expecting this moment all day because again we're retarded. So a lot of people bought MLG probably today, expecting you were going to buy it and using the event.
This is a nice little chart.
Of you buying it to sell it, but it's fine. Again, this is something.
Look at Adin.
That we're all positioned in for good reasons.
Like, bro, they're just chuckling, bro. They are onboarding him. Adin Ross is not buying this knowing what it is. He doesn't even know what it is, bro. He's just buying it because they told him to buy it. And they're in the back. Like, he's so stupid. He's such an idiot.
There's a lot of reasons to be excited about.
And usually, bro, I love Banks. Usually I wouldn't get this mad about stuff, but it's like the fact that he's taking no accountability is like really just shameless, bro. It's just shameless at the end of the day. It's gross. It's like, come on.
Position like MLG.
I don't know. Adin has a burner account. It's like AR13. I'll just look on. Apparently, Adin is kind of co-signing what Adin says. Adin says, the bank screenshot is real. Shit is sad. If you guys think that MLG being rugged was me, I'm sorry to tell you it wasn't. There's a reason the entire house is silent. Truth will come out eventually. I'm just more hurt on the fact that someone I call my brother is behind my back. I guess he's talking about Banks. And Banks says, I'm on the phone with Adin now. We're doing a stream tonight to address all of this. The whole thing has been wildly miscommunicated and destroyed my mental in the last 7 months. I wanted to more publicly talk about the situation for a while. Sucks any of this fucked with me and Aiden's relationship. See you guys tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like,
and also, bro, like, the fact that the first thing Banks goes on to talk about is bringing it up on stream and talking to Aiden on stream about it is like, dude, why does it need to be on stream? Why can't you just apologize, bro? Apologize on your Twitter with hundreds of thousands of followers. Apologize on your Instagram with millions of followers. Like, why does it have to be on Aiden Ross's kick stream? You know what I mean? It's like, come on. Just take some accountability, bro. It doesn't have to be on stream. You don't have to get validation from a chat that you're right, bro. Like, we get it, bro. You didn't scam them on purpose, but it's like, bro, you have to know what you're doing. If you're gonna be that gung ho about something, you're gonna promote it that hard, you're gonna be that loud and obnoxious about this meme coin, you have to have some sort of sense of what this is going to do to the market cap of the token, and you have to have some sense of, you know, what you're really getting your viewers into. Because at the end of the day, dude, it's this shit. It's not just like, this shit isn't just for trolls, bro. Like, people didn't just lose like $50. You know what I mean? People trusted somebody that they looked up to for literally like 10 years now, more than 10 years now. You have to take some accountability and be like, damn, like, I was wrong. I'm sorry. You know, I'm not going to do it again. Shit like that. You can't just like, I don't know, bro. It's definitely a little fucked up, bro. It's definitely a little fucked up. But yeah, I mean, what else is there really to say, dude? What else is there really to say? Like, that shit just so shameless. It's so shameless. Like, what's the point, bro? What's the point of doing all that? You know what I mean? It's like, just grow up. Just admit that you did something wrong and move on from it. This would have been forgotten about, bro. People would have forgotten about this by now. If months ago, he was like, guys, I'm sorry this went down. I didn't mean for it to go down. I lost money too. I'm sorry for shilling it so hard. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for him to be still like, at this point, it's not Twitter dragging it, it's him dragging it. I forgot about MLG. I forgot about it. And then he goes out and throws Aiden under the bus. Like, bro, just forget about it, dude. Forget about it. It doesn't matter.